Let's kick things off with the front page of Monday's Daily Mail, Josh.
Yeah. Well, we have the thing that everyone's really important about. Let's forget immigration for a second. Have Harry and Meghan been invited? Yes, they have, to the coronation. We don't know if they're going to go. And they said that if they do go, yeah, you can sleep in your old Frogmore, whatever. So that's the important one. We got it out of the way, right?
I don't care about that. Tell us about the immigration. This is GBNews.
You want to hear about that?
Yeah, I want to know about the boats. You want to know about Rishi's plans.
You want to clip this up?
Finally, we've had a problem with years with small boats crossing the channel. It's incredibly dangerous for migrants crossing the channel. And it's also, I care about them. I also care about some of our, underprivileged communities being just having migrants dumped on them in hotels and Travelodges. I'm worried about the cost of Travelodges going up at the weekend when I'm gigging. All
the important stuff here.
It does affect me.
Boat migrants to get life ban. Essentially, this new bill that the government are putting forward, it's unlikely that it's actually going to go through, but we'll see. And they're saying one of the things that's going to deter people is from coming over is if you do come over illegally, by these illegal means, you will get a life ban from the UK. At the moment, I think it's 2 years and 4 years, but now they're saying that... And the idea is to put off certainly the Albanian population who could come over, arguably with work permits, from doing this in a legal manner.
Yes, they could legitimately come over instead of sort of sneaking in on something that floats. I mean, Francis, do you think this will? Josh seems to think it's not going to get passed. It's going to be picked apart in Parliament, and we won't actually get the results. I mean, it's certainly a tactic that worked in Australia. They have a rule that if you come into Australia illegally, you forfeit all right to ever live in Australia and become an Australian citizen. I mean, do you think Rishi can get this?
Well, the most difficult thing that Rishi has at the moment is the Tory party is in crisis. They're at each other's throats, and as a result of that, there's plenty of former ministers who've come out and have openly criticised the bill. In fact, that is what The Guardian has led on. The main story in The Guardian is people within the Tory party, former ministers, but also current MPs as well, coming out and saying that the plan is ultimately unworkable. And what one former minister said, according to The Guardian, who knows if it's true or not, is that the Tories' plan is to put this bill through. It then fails at the first, second or third hurdle, and then they go, look, we did our best, but unfortunately France, the EU, scuppered it. What are we going to do with these lefties? It's not our fault, it's their fault.
Well, so they can use it to build opprobrium against France, against the EU, and use it to...
And against Labour.
To cover themselves.
Well,
and to blame it on, dump the blame on human rights lawyers and Labour.
As this person says, it's not like Sunak has miraculously come up with some plan that no one thought of. It's not like they couldn't have put this through under Johnson if it was passable or feasible. And we also have to remember, I know, yes, there are absolutely Albanians gaming the system, but half of these people...
Not just Albanians.
OK, no, but half of these people who are coming over are from Afghanistan, Iran, we're seeing the things, Syria. These are genuine, actual asylum seekers.
These are genuine countries with genuinely appalling their attitudes to women. Some of these cultural mores and traditions that are coming over with them. I'm not sure there's a place for them.
No, but what about a woman who is seeking asylum from Iran?
Man, look at the pictures. Look at the pictures of the boats coming across.
I'm just saying,
try and spot a woman. Try and spot a woman and a child.
Okay, well,
I've noticed that. With Ukraine, it's women and children.
But what is a woman?
Across.
Okay, yeah. And also, I'll say, what are the actual routes for legal migration or seeking legal asylum? I.e., at the moment, it's Afghanistan is the only route, Hong Kong and Ukraine, right? Afghanistan, I think they let through 5 people or something.
Oh, come on. Last year, over 1 million visas were issued to immigrants and to people seeking refuge.
Not to Afghanistan. No, that's once they come over. I'm talking about the legal routes for seeking asylum. If you're in Afghanistan right now, and you have helped the UK government when we were over there, and now you want to come over here because your life is being threatened and your family's being threatened, the only legal route, 5 people have been let through last year.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm pretty sure we allowed a lot.
There's a tiny office.
I don't know where you... I mean, I can't interrogate the data right now. It sounds It sounds
No, I'm not saying about
nonsense.
people who come over here via these other
No, but
illegal
also
routes.
we've allowed a lot more, and no, I mean, you're right. We do need more valid immigration channels where people can apply for asylum from their own country. I mean, at the moment, it just seems to be a free for all, and anybody who can get here can then game the system to stay here, and that's not a good system.
No, I quite agree. And the problem is, as well, is that we've had successive Home Office ministers who, quite frankly, are not up to the job.
Yeah.
Priti Patel talked a good game, but ultimately achieved nothing. And Suella Braverman can't even talk a good game. So the result is we have ministers who are not fit for purpose, which is why the chaos continues.
Yeah. Well, moving on to